Thank you. You still get a badge. Thank you, Lisa. Cheers, Vanessa. Today, Monday, 30th of July, 2018, and live till 5. It's The Big Show. It's Steve Wright in the afternoon, and it's Wasps and Bees Day today. All will become clear later.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Now playing everywhere.
Today it's sunny, hot, cold, humid, not humid, rainy, not rainy. It's one of those days. Tell us what you got later. Monday afternoon, average white band, let's go round again. Hope you had a good weekend. It's The Big Show at Radio 2, look. My name is Steve. Hands up for Geraint Thomas. So good. Congratulations. Hands up for Kate Bush on her birthday. Happy birthday, Kate. Hands up for, let's have a look. Who else should we do? What about Danny and Jack? Possible winners of LI. Possible. I don't know. Hands up then. I guess this is the way it's going to be for a few storms. But the hot weather coming back, the really hot weather coming back by the weekend, although it's 24 today. Hands up for all that. That about covers it. Email us steve.wright@bbc.co.uk right through the afternoon for a shout out. text 88291 and tweet us at BBC Radio 2. Staycation. Good afternoon. Hope the weather's all right for you where you are. We got the full weather here. It's a mix of thundery showers and sunshine across Scotland and Northern Ireland, with heavy showers and sunny spells for England and Wales. Still a high of 24, and that's in Norwich. Tonight mostly dry with some clear spells, with rain moving in from across southern England in the early morning. Any early rain clearing to leave mostly dry day tomorrow, with sunny spells for many. I don't know what that means for many. Cloudier and windier also tomorrow, with some rain for Scotland and Northern Ireland. Back to today. The sunset tonight, Newcastle 9:13 in Belfast. It's 9:28 in Cardiff, 9:04, and Brighton 8:49. Hello, good afternoon. Have been on, but we've got him.
Hi, this is Jeremy Vine with the brand new contact details. www.who'sthesilverhaired-man-in-casualty / somewhere in Lesmahago, Bulgaria. Help me hoist this empty bucket of water over the fence at Hotel Splendido / hosepipe ban. Do you remember Oxford bags? I'm working this crane with just one hand while my legs are sticking out of the window. Eye yoga. Dinsdale. He nailed my head to the coffee table. .co.uk.
Dinsdale.
This is that ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces. Styling, wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent. Gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band bought that money. Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. 'Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. 'Cause Uptown Funk just watch. Come on. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh! Stop. Wait a minute. Fill my cup, put some nigga in it. Take a sip, sign the check. Julio, get the stretch. Right to Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi. If we show up, we gon' show out. Smoother than a fresh drop skipping. I'm too hot. Hot dance. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Hot dance. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Hot dance. Trick say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. Hot dance. And my band bought that money. Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh! Before we leave, let me tell y'all a little something. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Come on, dance. Jump on it. If you said and flown it. If you freak dead and own it. Don't brag about it, come show me. Come on, dance. Jump on it. If you said.
Right, we're on some Bruno Mars. We in the spot.
Don't believe it, just watch. Come on.
Thankfully, across the UK, the pollen index is low. The holiday destinations, Benidorm is 31 with clear skies, 33 by the end of the week. Mykonos, Greece is great today, 29, but stormy on Thursday. Mallorca is sunshine with the odd cloud, 30. Lovely for the rest of the week. Barcelona is hot and sunny and 29. Paris, a bit of a cloudy day today, 28C. Sharm el Sheikh is 32. Florida Keys is warm and humid with more storms, 31. Marmaris, Turkey is sunny and 27. And Bali, Indonesia is 34, but quite cloudy for the rest of the week. Now you're up to date.
OK, this is Richard. You can text 88291. It's very clever, that, isn't it? Because that's actually the frequency put into letter form.
Sure, yeah.
Or number form, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can text 88291. Easy to remember. They do a similar thing on 5 Live, actually, don't they? Where the number that you call is the number of the station's frequency. It's a very canny way of doing things.
Move on.
You can email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. Good job, .com's not working here. Otherwise, you can email .com. But you can email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. Lovely. You can tweet at BBC Radio 2 if you want to. I don't bother.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Thank you, Richard.
88 to 91 FM. BBC Radio 2.
And you dig it?
Come on.
BBC Radio 2 Sounds of the 80s with me, Gary Davis.
Don't need money, don't take fame.
Don't you want me, baby? Oh, I'm there for somebody.
The finest mix of classics and gems.
This is what it sounds like when doves cry.
Sounds of the 80s with Gary Davis.
Available now on the BBC iPlayer radio app.
Gary Davis, sounds of the 80s, BBC Radio 2.
face. A change has clearly taken place. Looking for for the summer. The eyes take on a certain gaze and leave behind the springtime days. Go looking for the summer. This ain't no game of kiss and tell. The implications how you know so well. Go looking for the summer. Passion out that haunts you so. Looking for the summer. Remember love, how it was the same. We scratched and hurt each other's growing pains. We were looking for the summer. Still I stand this very day with a burning wish to fly away. I'm still looking.
We're looking for the summer.
Looking for the summer.
Email steve.wright at bbc.co.uk, text 88291 and tweet us at BBC Radio 2. Love to hear from you. Steve and team, can we have a shout out please? Yes you can, as we're making our way back from a wonderful holiday in Cornwall back to Suffolk. That's Kelly, Jono, Cameron, Freddie and Charlie. Shout out to Danny, Jane and Mia and Solomon driving around in the rain clouds for a few days in sunny, sometimes Bridlington. Loving the show. And Steve, say hi to us driving through France in our convertible Mini on the first day of our month-long summer holiday. Listening to you, loving the show. That's Dan and Robin. You got it, Dan and Robin. Oh, you're looking for the summer.
This is Mr. Bennett with, I think, an important, pertinent question. How does Clean Bandit stay so very fresh?
Let me think it over.
How's it going? William Shakespeare here, the greatest playwright that ever lived. Check these out. Hear my soul speak. The very instant that I saw you, did my heart fly to your service.
That's lovely.
Yes, it did, love. That's a bit special. Check you later. The Bard.
Shocking Blue. Venus.
Hello. If you want to contact Steve Wright in the afternoon, he's a great guy. I can vouch for him any day. Email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. Text 88291 or tweet at BBC Radio 2. Great guys, great times, great station.
Who was that? Helen Jukes with us today, beekeeper with her memoir, A Honeybee Heart Has 5 Openings, a year of keeping bees. Tim Smith, Bobby Pryor, Lisa Costello, Shabnam Yunus Jewell with the sport. The oldies chosen by Jill Parkinson later in Melton Mowbray. There's your emails, texts and tweets, social media news from the net, the showbiz, the lifestyle, the Ents news, and also Michael Douglas, Hollywood legend, back as Dr. Hank Pym in the Marvel movie Ant-Man and the Wasp. See, bees and wasps. Here's some dialogue.
Hiya, champ. How was school today?
Ha ha ha. All right, get your jokes out now. Can you fix the suit?
So cranky. You want a juice box and some string cheese?
Do you really have that?
One kiss is all it takes. Falling in love with me. Possibilities. I look like all you need. Let me take the night I love real easy. And I know that you still wanna see me. On the Sunday morning music real loud. Let me love you while the moon is still out. Something in you lit up heaven in me. The feeling won't let me sleep. 'Cause I'm lost in the way you move, the way you feel. One kiss is all it takes. Falling in love with me. Possibilities. I look like all you need. One kiss is all it takes. Falling in love with me. Possibilities. I look like all you need. I just wanna feel your skin on mine. Feel your eyes do the exploring. Passion in the message when you smile. Take my time. Something in you lit up heaven in me. The feeling won't let me sleep. 'Cause I'm lost in the way you move, the way you feel. One kiss is all it takes. Falling in love with me. Possibilities. I look like all you need. One kiss is all it takes. Falling in love with me. Possibilities. I look like all you need. See wonderland in your eyes. Might need your company tonight. Something in you lit up heaven in me.
Tonight at 5 on Radio 2, it's Joe and Ricky. Ricky Wilson. Ricky Wilson sits in for Simon for the next couple of weeks, and today Joe and Ricky are joined by Stephen Mangan. Kerris Matthews Blues Show at 8. Radio 2 Rock Show with Johnny at 9. Animatronic at 10. OJ Borge at midnight. That's your big lineup, friend.
Possibilities. I look like all you need.
2:30.
Performing at BBC Radio 2, live in Hyde Park. Hey, it's Kylie here. headlining Kylie Minogue alongside Boyzone, All Saints, Rita Ora, Manic Street Preachers, Carrie Underwood, Band of Love, and Lenny Kravitz. It's our festival in a day.
Sunday the 9th of September.
Find out how to buy your tickets by going to the BBC Radio 2 website.
Thanks.
Hello. Hi. This is Jeremy Vine. Steve, I bought the world's worst thesaurus yesterday. Not only is it terrible, it's terrible.
Dancing with your silhouette in the places that we've been. Ooh, trying to find you in the moon. Paris never feels the same when the streets all call your name. Ooh, so I hide in crowded rooms. And I'll follow right down the river where the ocean meets the sky. To you. Once upon a time we had it all. Somewhere down the line we went and lost it. One brick at a time we watched it fall. I'm broken here tonight, and darling, no one else can fix me. Only you, only you. Oh, no one else can fix me. Only you, only you, only you. Oh, no one else can fix me. Only you. Did I let go of your hand for a castle made of sand? Ooh, that fell into the blue. I went following the sun to be alone with everyone. Ooh, looking round a crowded room. And I follow right down the river where the ocean meets the sky. To you. Once upon a time we had it all. Somewhere down the line we went and lost it. One brick at a time we watched it fall. I'm broken here tonight, and darling, no one else can fix me. Only you, only you, yeah. And no one else can fix me. Only you, like you.
Only you. Cheat codes, little mix. Brilliant. Can we have a shout out driving from Carmarthen to Portsmouth after a long weekend visiting family? Loving the show. That's from Arwen, Tam and Ted the dog. Can I have a big shout out to Elaine, Omar and Annie driving back to Dundee from a long weekend in Berwick upon Tweed? And Steve, back to work now after a few fun days at Camp Bestival. Shout out to the Oaklands and Harrisons. Glad we all made it back in one piece. Cheers, Adam and Jem. Hit by some bad weather, wasn't it?
Now, do you recognise this?
Film critic Mark Kermode invites you to go back in time to a golden era of iconic soundtracks. You can hear the BBC Concert Orchestra performing famous scores from Gremlins and The Goonies
What gets overlooked is the soundtrack.
to Ghostbusters.
One area in which it absolutely hits the right note is in the live performances.
Friday night is Music Night presents Screens of the 80s.
Friday night is Music Night, followed by Sounds of the 80s with me, Gary Davis.
An evening of 80s music.
Isn't that fabulous?
Friday night from 8
On BBC Radio 2.
Thank you, Mark.
Safer on the dance floor.
I dance on clouds tonight. Yeah, with me on natural high, and it's my birthday. I'ma just rock my birthday suit. I take the shirt and the shoes off the Vantage too. Call that my birthday coupe. And I wanna be free, wanna feel good to be me. Me, look, I'm a king. I got a dream. I might just call up my team and go skydiving up on my wings. Up on my wings. I feel flyer than Maya. I know what a cage bird sings. Cause you gotta have a song when the world falls down. You don't wanna be alone, so we just keep dancing.
We can dance till the world falls. Go on and on. Moving on till the world falls down. We can make the world fall down.
And now I'd like to bring on my colleague, Tim Smith, who's made it through the rain and the sun, and then the rain and the sun, the varying weather.
Changeable, isn't it?
Very changeable, I'm thinking. What you got there, Tim?
You know the planet Jupiter?
I do.
The northern lights on the planet Jupiter are bigger than the area of the planet Earth.
Thank you.
That's big northern lights, I think. Aren't you impressed?
Northern lights are in my mind. Pom pom. The average life expectancy of a toilet, what do you think?
About 14 days.
No!
14 years.
No!
What, more?
Of course.
78 years.
You go into an old house, well, yeah, that's more like it. 50 years.
50 years? Well, it depends what kind of usage it gets, surely. And whether it's cleaned properly on a regular basis.
I'm guessing it would be used every day, Tim.
Yeah, but what I mean is, well, at least once.
Sure.
But it depends on how many people are in the house. I mean, you take a family of, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 people, being used, every day, times that by 2 or 3 times, maybe 4 times. That is a lot of usage on the bog.
Yeah, you're making a good point.
Ralph Teeter, the man who invented cruise control on cars, was himself blind.
I actually don't know how to work the cruise control on my car. Do you?
No idea. I'm too scared to even try it because I think, what if I punch in a speed and it's way too high and then I can't turn it off?
Oh, I know. That's why I'm scaredy cat. What else you got?
In ancient Rome, beauticians actually painted curls and hair directly onto bald heads.
Well, I do that.
Factoids.
There's a buzz in the air, it's contagious. These 4 walls can't contain it. We don't need a reason, just a day that ends with a why. So feel it if you feel it. Don't apologize. Tonight we're gonna shake this town. Nobody's gonna turn us down. We're living with our hearts up loud. They're gonna hear the echo, echo, echo. Tomorrow when the sun comes up, there'll be ripples in the coffee cups. Tonight we're gonna make so much noise. They're gonna hear the echo, 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 echo. Whoa. Whoa. Gonna turn on all the lights like it's Las Vegas. So let the lovers love us and the haters hate us. We don't need a reason, just a day that ends with a night. We're dancing on the ceiling. We were born to run tonight. Tonight we're gonna shake this town. Nobody's gonna turn us down. We're living with our hearts up loud. They're gonna hear the echo, echo, echo. Tomorrow when the sun comes up, there'll be ripples in the coffee cups. Tonight we're gonna make so much noise. They're gonna hear the echo, 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 echo. We don't need a reason. Feel it if you feel it. We don't need a reason. Tonight we're gonna shake this town. Nobody's gonna turn us down. We're living with our hearts up loud. They're gonna hear the echo, echo, echo. Tomorrow when the sun comes up.
All right, looking at some news and some bits and bobs going on today. It's International Day of Friendship. It's also the 80th anniversary of the first edition of the children's comic, The Beano. Was The Beano the one with Dennis the Menace? It was, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, yeah.
Yeah.
And Roger the Dodger, was he in The Beano? I love
He might have been. What about the Smasher? He was in the Dandy, wasn't he? The Smasher.
I don't remember the Smasher. Desperate Dan was on the front cover of the Dandy.
Yeah.
Was Lord Snooty in The Beano?
Lord Snooty and his pals, I think.
Yes, Lord Snooty, and also, who was the Tough of the Track? Oh, no, that was in the Victor. Tough of the Track, yeah.
Oh,
Elf
the
Tupper.
Victor. Some people listening haven't got a clue what we're talking about. The Love Island Live final is on ITV tonight from 9 p.m, hosted, of course, by Caroline Flack. The Camden Fringe Festival has started and is on until August the 26th. The annual Automotive Seating Innovators Summit starts in Livonia in Michigan, USA. The World Batters Championships have begun in China. And over at the Royal Albert Hall, it's Prom 21 later, Richard Strauss, an Alpine Symphony, a Jörg Friedrich, Haas Concerto Grosso, and Mozart's Unfinished Notturno. That's at the Royal Albert Hall, Prom 21 tonight. Natalie Merchant. I love Natalie Merchant.
10,000 Maniacs. Wasn't she? She was the vocalist with 10,000 Maniacs.
Yeah, I love her.
Yeah.
Pretenders play Glasgow. Richard Linklater, the movie director, was on with us, talking about 80s college movies, I believe.
It's set in
Happy birthday.
It's really kind of the end of the 70s, if you break it down. The 80s didn't really start till about 82 or 3. You know what people think the look of the 80s was.
And how old do you think Arnold is? Arnold Schwarzenegger?
66.
For me, because I actually
71. Here's an interview that you, Tim, did with him.
I've been very proud of taking 7 years out of my life and being a public servant without getting paid. I never took a salary or anything like that, because to me it was important to give something back to my community and to my state and to my country, and that was my contribution. But I do now both. I'm involved in policy, and at the same time I do movies, and I'm involved in entertainment.
And as a movie star, you're most proud of what? The latest film, I guess.
Well, the latest film, but I think my whole body of work, if it is comedies, if it is
Weren't you
action
having
movies.
lunch with him?
He was having lunch. That was recorded in the Palm Suite restaurant of the Savoy Hotel in London. And I got there late, so I dashed up to the table. And he was very, very polite and very kind, very nice. And I sat down and tried to do some intro about, well, here we are, and I'm interrupting Arnold Schwarzenegger's lunch. And he just said, get on with it. Ask the first question. But he was fine. Very interesting.
I love him. Kate Bush, happy birthday, Kate.
I think people who are more used to, more practiced at live work can allow their mind to wander off and then come back. But I was so terrified that if my mind wandered off, that when I came back, I wouldn't remember where I was. So I had to really fix myself so that...
There's Kate, happy birthday, talking about her most recent shows. Voters in Zimbabwe, as you know, are going to the polls in the country's first election without the involvement of longtime leader Robert Mugabe. Did you see Mission Impossible Fallout this past weekend? Tom Cruise, the movie's star, says thank you, or to be more accurate, his bank account says thank you. Tom Cruise is rich, really rich. The actor is worth more than an estimated, what do you think? How much do you think he's worth in dollars?
Oh, what a great question. He's going to be very, very rich. $350 million.
550, not a bad guess. This pales in comparison to the amount of money his movies have made for other people. The films starring Tom Cruise have made an adjusted gross total of $6,645,436,200. So not only is Cruise rich, so is everyone around him. And the movie, by the way, went to see it yesterday with my daughter. Very good. Henry Cavill is great. Ving Rhames is fantastic. Tom's brilliant as ever. I mean, some of those stunts, especially the one where he's actually injured, is absolutely spectacular. I don't want to give too much away. Alec Baldwin's very good in it too, and there's just so much action in this movie. You just can't even stop to take a breath.
I've not seen it yet, but I spoke to somebody at the weekend who said it was fantastic. The best one for some time.
Really
like
is.
the first couple, middle one's not so good, but this is fantastic. Real return to form, apparently.
Yeah, it really is. And if you go and see Tom Cruise in this movie, then don't go out to the toilet because you will miss something and then you won't be able to catch up, because the plot, it really kind of comes and goes and then comes back, and then you think, oh, that person is now on their side.
A lot of double crossing, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is a mission he chooses to accept then, obviously.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, this talky bit will self-destruct in 5 seconds. We'll be right back.
Susan.
say let's go for a walk? Did I hear you say you got someone new? Or did you say you like the color of my shoe? I don't know what's going on. You're not the girl I used to know. You're turning my world upside down, branding me with a frown. Hey, Susan, beware of the devil. Don't let him spoil your heart. Susan, beware of the devil. Don't let him put us apart. Did you say you're leaving town? Or did you say you're sticking around? Did I hear you say you're serious? Or did you say it's all a bluff? Why do you wanna change our dreams? All the things we planned and schemed. Do you really wanna go? Or is it just an overnight glow? Hey, Susan, beware of the devil. Don't let him spoil your heart. Susan, beware of the devil. Don't let him put us apart, no, no. Did you say we got apart? Or did you say let's go for a walk? Did you say you got someone new? Or did you say you like the color of my shoe? I don't know what's going on. You're not the girl I used to know. You're turning my world upside down, branding me with a frown. Hey, hey.
Oh, Suzanne, beware of the devil. Can you give a shout out to Fiona and Sarah on Guernsey? We're currently living the dream. I bet. Fiona Malley, Deputy Director of the St James Concert and Assembly Hall, College Street, St Peter Paul. Oh, I love it. Steve's sitting by our pool on day one of our Florida holiday with Radio 2 playing from our Bluetooth speaker. That's Paul and Sue and 12 apparently rowdy family members. That's from Paul Connolly. Thank you, Paul. 11 to 3, here's the Bobster.
Thank you, Steve. M9 northbound junctions 1 to the M90, so Newbridge up to Kirkliston. There's an accident. There's 2 lanes shut there. Now, luckily, traffic is reasonably light, so you've got some slow traffic on the approach, but it's not too bad through there. Scottish Borders, the A1 on the southbound side. There was a car fire between Grant's House and Hamwood. It is still there, waited to be recovered. The fire's out, but still 1 lane shut past the A6112. The M6 southbound 19 to 18. Thank you for all your calls about this. A lorry broke down between Knutsford and Holmes Chapel. Yossa Hughes and everyone else, thank you very much. We've got big queues if you're heading back past 19. M1 northbound 23A to 24. That earlier car fire, there's still a lane closed while they deal with that. And on the M1 northbound between junctions 32 and 33, we've got emergency repairs still ongoing, so you've got slow traffic on the northbound side. The A428 between Bedford and Cambridge at St Neots is closed with an accident between the B1428 and Croxton. That's both directions. M40, we've still got lane closures. This is both directions between 10 and 9. So southbound between 10 and 9, following the earlier accident between the A43 and Bicester, 1 lane is shut. Northbound, up from Bicester, 2 lanes are shut towards Brackley. That's having a knock-on effect on the A34 and the A43 as well. M5 northbound, there was a breakdown between 5 and 4A towards the M42. It's a little bit slow through there. The A467 between Bryn Mawr and Blina, we've got it closed completely. There's an accident near the Chapel Road junction. New Forest A31 eastbound closed between the Castle Mulwood turnoff and the M27 at Junction 1. The queues are back to Stony Cross. And some good news finally, A38 at Marsh Mills even. That broken down tanker has now cleared out of the way. You've still got really heavy traffic both ways though. Back with another one for your 40 minutes.
Thanks, Bobby.
BBC Radio 2.
Bones sinking like stones, all that we fall for. Homes, places we've grown, all of us are done for. And we live in a beautiful world. Yeah, we do, yeah, we do. We live in a beautiful world. Bones sinking like stones, all that we fall for.
documentary.
Everybody here's got some.
It's Coldplay and Don't Panic. That's a great song.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. BBC Radio 2.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
The Big Show.
Michael Douglas will be on with us later. Helen Jukes, also beekeeper, with her memoir, A Honeybee Heart, has 5 openings. A year of keeping bees. So as I mentioned earlier, it's Wasp and Bees Day today. Ant-Man and the Wasp. And then it's bees also. So it's bees and wasps.
Nicely planned. Crikey, they're working hard.
Yeah.
Putting that together.
Perfect, yeah.
Well done.
We apparently take tea bags on our holiday.
I've got this one.
A survey has found that more than half of us take our own tea bags on holiday, while a third pack the biscuits too. Biscuits? So if you're going to take biscuits, what would you take? Rich teas?
No, I take Maryland cookies. I find you can't always get those. Not the exact same biscuit in France.
Right.
We did take tea bags to France with us recently.
Yeah.
Well, you can't always get the tea bags you like, can you, abroad?
No, and if you can, they're at a British shop where they're charging like 3 times the price.
Yeah.
What else? A poll of 2,000 people found that 55% bring along our favourite tea bags, and 49% even pack their preferred coffee beans. Some even take baked beans, and some take other foodstuffs as well, even sometimes when you're not supposed to.
Well, I've never done that, I must admit. But we do take things, yeah. I've never taken baked beans. I wouldn't take tins of stuff away, but tea bags, not biscuits. I mean, you can't take perishables away, well, you shouldn't, that's for sure. Never taken coffee. Didn't take biscuits, but brought biscuits back. Brought some of those lovely kind of buttery French biscuits.
Oh, they're very nice.
Didn't eat all of them, brought some back with us.
And wine, of course.
Yeah, brought some wine back.
You know, but the thing is, you want to try all the local stuff, don't you?
Yeah.
But why do you want to have all the stuff that you have all the year round?
Well, you don't. You want to get into the local stuff, absolutely. But generally we do. But, you know, 1 or 2 things. Cup of tea in the morning, it's got to be the right tea.
In the news, the life expectancy gap between rich and poor people in England has been widening for nearly 2 decades. The rich stay healthy longer and the poor die younger. A London-focused estate agent, Foxtons, has reported a loss for the first half of the year as the capital's property market continues to stagnate. It said losses were 2.5 million after a 3.8 million profit last year. Guests this week, well, Michael Douglas and Helen Jukes today, Angela Rippon tomorrow, TV presenter and ambassador for the Alzheimer's Society, Jack Stein, son of Rick, also a chef, Camilla Cleese, daughter of John, on Wednesday, Samuel Barnett and Sacha Derwin, starring in the latest Alan Bennett play, Alleluia, and Bob Champion, Stephanie Beecham and Susan George. They're in a new series of The Real Marigold Hotel. Oh, excellent. Thursday, Arthur Williams, former Royal Marine who's flying across Britain in his latest TV series for Channel 4. Megan McKenna, reality TV and Towie star, also on Thursday. And the great Alistair McGowan, impressionist and now chart-topping pianist, who's on tour across the UK. That's this week. Of course, Love Island stars Danny Dyer and Jack Fincham have been offered their own reality show. Of course they have, about their life after the villa. Of course, the final is tonight. It's been exactly 8 weeks since the show started, and this year's series have featured all the usual stuff and a whole new glossary of sayings such as loyal, muggy, pied, and DBS. See, I've been watching occasionally. 33 single boys and girls entered the villa, with only 4 couples now remaining to win the 50 grand prize. They are Laura and Paul, Josh and Kaz, Wes and Megan, and Danny and Jack, who are the clear favourites, of course, to win tonight. The winners will once again face a twist, which will see them having to choose between love and money, as one of them has a chance to either split the prize or keep the lot. Isn't that brilliant?
That is
That's great.
fantastic. Yeah, it really has caught on, hasn't it, this season?
Yeah, for sure. Caroline Flack will again host the live final. It's ITV2 tonight around 9 p.m. Michael Douglas with us later. Yeah, that's right, movie star, big-time movie star, and Helen Jukes, who keeps bees.
What do you dream when the world is on fire and you're drifting through time in the space where you lie, calling to me through the pain and desire as the sun's taking flight? You awake to the light, eyes like pearls in the warmest sea, as deep as the ocean, as wide as the valley. All my troubles seem so far away from me. Can't you see I was falling? Now my troubles seem far away from me.
It's the Coral. Now, when we come back after the 3 o'clock, Jill Parkinson in Melton Mowbray picks the non-stop oldies. Don't go away. Stay there.
BBC News at 3 o'clock. This is Lisa Costello. An alliance of pro-life groups has said it's disappointed by a Supreme Court ruling ending the requirement for a judge to approve the withdrawal of care from people in a persistent vegetative state. The decision will simplify the process of removing feeding tubes from patients, allowing them to die, providing relatives and doctors both agree. Derek Wade, a professor of neurological rehabilitation at Oxford Brookes University, said the ruling put power back in the hands of families.
I have a patient at the moment who is waiting for this judgment, who is 78 when she had a stroke. And shortly beforehand, she had said, if ever I'm in this position, I do not want to be kept alive because the money keeping me alive is much more importantly given to younger people.
Rail passengers travelling with the operator Northern have again complained about late and cancelled services following another round of timetable changes. This morning, dozens of trains that were withdrawn to manage the severe disruption caused by an earlier timetable overhaul were reinstated. The main challengers to become Zimbabwe's next leader have cast their ballots in the country's presidential election, the first since Robert Mugabe was removed from power. His successor, Emmerson Mnangagwa, is hoping to secure a formal mandate to govern, while the MDC opposition leader, Nelson Chamisa, said he was confident of victory if the election was free. Workers are taking fewer sick days than at any time since records began 25 years ago, according to the Office for National Statistics. Tony Bonsignore reports.
Back in 1993, the average worker was taking a little over 7 days sick every year. But by last year, these new figures reveal that number had almost halved to around 4. The ONS says there are a number of possible reasons for the fall, including improved healthy life expectancy. But it also suggests a rise in presenteeism, where poorly employees struggle into work when they should really be at home. That in turn may be the result of job insecurity and financial pressures. The ONS said it was noticeable that sickness rates were lower in the private sector.
A man from Devon has been jailed for 2 attempted robberies on shops when he threatened staff with an imaginary gun. Brian Corley fled when workers at a supermarket and bookmaker in Paignton realised he was bluffing, one of them telling him, if you're going to do it, get on with it. The new Foreign Secretary, Jeremy Hunt, has acknowledged making a terrible mistake after describing his Chinese wife as Japanese during an official visit to Beijing. He quickly corrected himself, but our correspondent in Shanghai, Robin Brandt, said it was an unfortunate slip of the tongue.
You know, he could have pretty much chosen any other country. Japan has occupied vast swathes of China in the past. And look, the Chinese will know about his wife. They'll know she's Chinese. They'll know about his personal connection to the country. Did he embarrass them? No, I don't think so. Really, did he embarrass himself on his first big trip? Yes, slightly.
Robin Brandt. And that's the BBC News at 3 minutes past 3. Our next at 4.
Thanks, Lisa. Got some oldies for you now.
All these things will one day swallow whole.
Radiohead, of course. Street Spirit Fade Out, Radiohead. Part of the non-stop oldies chosen by Jill Parkinson in Melton Mowbray. Coming up now, Voulez-vous, it's ABBA.
back to get some more. You know what I mean. Voulez-vous? Take it now, leave it. Now it's all we get. Nothing promised, no regret. Voulez-vous? Ain't no big decision. You know what to do. La question c'est voulez-vous?
Voulez-vous? It's ABBA. And these oldies chosen by Jill Parkinson in Melton Mowbray. Hello, Jill. I live in Leicestershire and also in Barton-on-Sea, Hampshire, with my husband of 44 years, Ainsley. We're both retired, hence the two homes, and we love travelling. Apart from that, I enjoy sewing, walking, going to the gym, swimming, playing bowls, and taking an active part in my local WI in Hampshire. We've got two children, Carly, who's 35, and married to Mike, and Luke, who's 32, and married to Vicky. We waited years for grandchildren and then got 4 within 4 years. It's always the way. They'll come along at once. Georgia, William, Ella and Leo. They're wonderful and we love them all to bits, but pleased when it's time for them to go home. I know you mean that lovingly. Many of the songs I've chosen hold special memories for me. I hope I'll be lucky enough for you to pick my oldies and that your listeners will enjoy listening to them. Parkinson, Melton Mowbray picking these oldies. There's Dandy Warhols and coming next, Van Morrison, Sweet Thing.
And I was strung a merry way and jumped the hedges first. And I will drink the clear, clean water for to quench my thirst. And I'll show out the ferry boats and they'll get high on the blue ocean against tomorrow's sky. And I will never grow so old again. And I will walk and talk in gardens all wet with rain. Oh, oh. Sweet thing, the sweet thing. Yeah. Sweet thing. I shall drive my chariot down your streets and cry. Oh, it's beyond dynamite and I don't know why. And you shall take me strongly in your arms again. And I wonder, might remember that I ever felt the pain. We shall walk and talk in gardens all misty wet with rain down. And I will never, never, never grow so old again. Oh, 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 you sweet thing. Oh, 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 you sweet thing, sweet thing. My, 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 my. And I will raise my hand up into the nighttime sky. A kind of star that shine in your eyes. Just to dig it all, not to wonder, that's just fine. And I'll be satisfied not to read in between the lines. And I will walk and talk in gardens all wet with rain. And I will never, ever, ever, ever grow so old again.
Talking to Michael Douglas, big-time movie star in the next half hour. Hollywood legend back as Dr. Hank Pym in the Marvel movie Ant-Man and the Wasp. These are Jill Parkinson's non-stop oldies. A sweet thing. Van Morrison coming next. Norwegian Wood, the Beatles.
Sugar baby, sugar baby.
I once had a girl, or should I say, she once had me. She showed me her room, isn't it good? Norwegian wood,
disappear into the dawn if you have dreams enough to share. Lay down your bundles of rags and reminders and spread your wares on the ground. Well, I've got time if you're feeling round. I'm just hanging round. Meet me on the corner when the lights are coming on, and I'll be there. I promise I'll be there. Down the empty streets we'll disappear into the dawn if you have dreams enough to share. Hey, Mr. Dreamseller, where have you been? Tell me, have you dreams I can see? I came along just to bring you this song. Can you spare one dream for me?
BBC Radio 2, the non-stop oldies. Linda's Farmer, Meet Me on the Corner. Now, All or Nothing, the Small Faces.
Thought you'd listen to my reasoning, but now I see you don't hear a thing. Try to make you see how it's got to be. Yes, it's alright. All or nothing. Yeah, yeah. All or nothing. Come on. Hi, yeah. All or nothing for me. Things could work out just like I want them to. Yeah. If I could have the other half of you, yeah. You know I would. Ha, yeah. If I only could. Yes, it's yeah. All or nothing. Oh, yeah. All or nothing. You hear my children sing. All or nothing for me. I didn't tell you no lie, so don't just sit there and cry. Yeah. All or nothing, yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. You gotta keep on trying, yeah. All or nothing, yeah. All or nothing, to keep on working out for me. All or nothing, for me, for me, for me. Come on, children, yeah. All or nothing, yeah. I guess I can sing it to myself. All or nothing, yeah, for me,
Oh, from the psychedelic era. All or Nothing, Small Faces. Now here comes Badge. It's Cream on the non-stop oldies.
Thinking about the times you drove in my car. Thinking that I might have drove you too far. And I'm thinking about the love that you laid on my table.
.30, one more.
Lady writer on the TV, talking about the Virgin Mary, reminding me of you. Expectation left to come up to you. Lady writer on the TV, yeah, she had another quality, the way you used to look. And I know you never read a book, just the way that her hair fell down around her face. Then I recall my fall from grace. Another time, another place. Lady writer on the TV, she had all her brains in the beauty. The picture does not fit. You talked to me when you felt like it, ma. Just the way that her hair fell down around her face. And I recall my fall from grace. Another time, another place. Yes, and your rich old man, you know he'd call her a dead ringer. You got the same command, plus your mother was a jazz singer. Just the way that her hair fell down around her face. And I recall my fall from grace. Oh yeah, another time, another place.
Shout out to Sandy and Dom driving back to Hove after filming a wedding at the Roman Baths in Bath. Steve, loving the show. Can we have a shout out to my lovely son and daughter-in-law, Kieran and Rose Waits, who are hard at work in their fabulous driftwood glass studio in Holt in Norfolk. Tell them we love them and can't wait to see them soon. Thank you, Sonia and Paul in Birmingham. And a shout out for the Watt family returning to Glasgow after 2.5 weeks away. Alan, Wendy, Heather, Christy, Andrew and Rose. Holiday ended with great weekend at Carfest North. Thanks, Chris and the team. See you next year is the message. Excellent work. Jill Parkinson's oldies they were from Melton Mowbray. Downing Street say there are no plans to use the army to maintain food and other supplies in the event of the UK leaving the EU with no Brexit deal. Long queues are formed at polling stations in Zimbabwe in the first general election since long-serving ruler Robert Mugabe was ousted. And as millions of viewers wait to learn which of the four couples still holding hands on the Love Island sail away with the 50 grand top prize tonight, another race is firmly underway. The reality show's fourth season has been a huge hit for ITV, not only in the ratings, but also commercially as well. The programme has raked in tens of millions for ITV, which of course makes it. Now, other production companies and channels now want a piece of the action and are trying to devise their own rivals.
Hello, this is Richard Madeley here. Very much enjoying Love Island because Jude and I love anything with the clergy in it. Very good. Sounds strange,
What?
I know, but are you aware that Barry Manilow didn't write I Write the Songs? Saw the new Mamma Mia the other day. Look out for Andy Garcia. No, really. And great to chat and catch up, Steve. Back after the break.
From across the decades, we'll gather together the greatest rock music ever heard. Some guitars. Some grunge. And some gods.
Hi, this is Ozzy Osbourne. Hello, this is Glenn Matlock.
Hi, this is Ian Anderson of Jethro Tull. My rock god pick
is Lemmy Kilminster. There's a guy called Ronnie Lane.
Give your Monday nights what they deserve.
The Radio 2 Rock Show with Johnny Walker.
This evening from 9 on BBC Radio 2.
Got a movie star Michael Douglas in just a moment. Here's the Bobster.
Steve, thank you. First of all, to the M9 northbound at Junction 1 for Newbridge, there was an accident. It's all off the carriageway. A little bit slow towards the M90 though, but all lanes are open. To the Scottish borders, the A1 southbound. But past Grant Houses towards Hounswood, we've got this earlier vehicle fire still waiting to be recovered, so one lane is shut to deal with that. To the M6 on the southbound side, a lorry broke down between 19 and 18 in the roadworks towards Holmes Chapel. It's now gone, however. The queues, if you're heading down from 20 at Lim, it is busy, but it is all moving down towards 18 at Holmes Chapel. That stretch, really, really heavy, but it is, it's moving. If you get 40 miles an hour, you'll be lucky, though. It's very, very slow indeed. To the A428 between Bedford and Cambridge at St Neots, it was closed completely with an accident. At the B1428 towards Croxton. Now, they've got a lane open, but it's still very, very slow. M40 problems. Now, northbound between 9 and 10, two lanes are shut towards Brackley. Southbound, there is one lane closed for repairs between 10 and 9. Now, this is putting pressure on the A34, especially if you're heading out of Oxford. The back of the queue is at Pear Tree, back to the A44, but not quite to the A40, and that's queuing all the way up to the M40 because of the congestion at Junction 9. Then the M5 on the northbound side, if you're heading from Droitwich to the M42, there was a breakdown that closed two lanes. That cleared, and then there was an accident. So now we've got two lanes shut once again, with heavy queues building up if you're using that route to Birmingham. A467 to Blaina, closed between Blaina and Bryn Mawr following this earlier accident both ways. A31 New Forest eastbound is shut. This is from the Castle Malwood turn off to the M27 at Junction 1 following an accident, and the M4 westbound at Newport between 24 and 25A. Really busy traffic. Couldn't find a reason for it, but it's slow. And finally, the A38, the latest at Marshmills. Now opened about 40 minutes ago with that broken down tanker at the Marshmills roundabout. Still very congested throughout the whole area, but you can get past it now. Back with another one, 20 minutes.
Barbie Pryor is all over it.
Hi, Bozo. This is Trump. Copy that. Roger. You know it's time to use mouthwash when the dentist leaves a room and sends in a canary. I wrote that myself, loser. Get out of here. And brush your teeth.
Yeah, all right. Thank you. rock show tonight with Johnny Walker. Thin Lizzy and Black Star writer Scott Graham picks a guitar legend for his very own rock god. And it's the letter G, with a G, in Johnny's ultimate A to Z of rock. Now we're back for Factoids, me and Tim Smith. What you got?
The first ever outside broadcast on UK television was the coronation of King George VI in 1937.
Which country has more lakes than the rest of the world combined?
Canada.
Is correct.
According to scientists, Saturn's rings will probably drift into space and disappear completely at some point in the future.
Where will they go to?
Well, they just drift off into space. I just said that. Because they're actually made up, aren't they, of lots and lots of tiny rocks.
I thought it was gases.
Well, maybe there's some gases in there as well. So the gas will disperse, the rocks will float off into space. Suddenly, Saturn, no rings.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Planet.
Factoids. BBC Radio 2. It's 4 a.m. I don't know where to go. Everywhere is closed. I should just go home, yeah. My feet are taking me to your front door. I know I shouldn't go. Heaven only knows that, ooh, the side effect of my loneliness is you. Try to mix decision making with one too many drinks, but ooh, if they not friends have consequences, cool, yeah. Ooh, you're all that I want, no good at giving you up. Come on and give me some love tonight. Ooh, you're all that I want, no good at giving you up. Come on and give me some love tonight. Ooh, I think about it all the time, make it happen in my mind. I'm telling you, yeah. Ooh, you're all that I want, no good at giving you up. Come on and give me some love tonight. Time should have taught me the lesson. We're looking for a sign, but instead I got a message. I take on my pride every time we undressing. Draw the line, I'm out of line. Time should have taught me the lesson. We're looking for a sign, but instead I got a message. I take on my pride every time we undressing. Draw the line, I'm out of line. Ooh, you're all that I want, no good at giving you up. Come on and give me some love tonight, yeah. Ooh, you're all that I want, no good at giving you up. Come on and give me some love tonight, yeah. I think about it all the time, make it happen in my mind. I'm telling you, yeah.
It's time for Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Wow, Dr. Pym. Like who would have thought that once again, in your hour of need, that you would turn to us, you know?
Not me. Help yourself.
Hey, what's up with the fancy pastry? We gotta keep the food budget down.
Well, what are we supposed to have for breakfast?
The oatmeal packets.
Oatmeal packets.
It's insult.
Why is it an insult?
Because it tastes like sand.
You know why? It's because it's organic.
No,
That's
it's
why.
not organic. It's sand.
It's the most important meal of the day.
You know what? You can get creative with it.
Break teeth.
Michael Douglas is a two-time Oscar-winning actor and producer, a legend of Hollywood, and the star of films such as Fatal Attraction, Wall Street, Basic Instinct, Falling Down, Traffic, Behind the Candelabra, and so many more. In fact, came in to see us for Behind the Candelabra. In 2015, Michael also starred as Dr. Hank Pym in Ant-Man. That's after his teenage son Dylan persuaded him to take the role and join the Marvel Comics cinematic universe. Well, Dylan was right. The film was a #1 box office hit and earned over $500 million around the world. Now, Michael is back as Dr. Hank Pym in the sequel, and we give you a round of applause before we talk. Michael, good afternoon. How are you?
Well, Steve, after that introduction, how could I not be fantastic?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
I loved the movie, by the way, and I loved the first one as well. And when I saw you in the first one, it was odd to see you in that kind of movie. But I suppose after being in it for about 15 minutes, you realised it was working.
Well, I never done one of these green screen, superhero movies, and I'm coming into my 50th year in the biz, and I thought it was about time. So I joined the Marvel world the first time around, and it's an insane situation. It's acting in these green screens when there's nothing around you, and the director's just telling you where things are coming at you. But I really thoroughly enjoyed it.
I particularly like the way these movies almost veer away from the story and do those kind of jokes for the audience and then very quickly slip back to the story. I love that, don't you?
I did, but you need a dictionary unless you happen to be a comic book fiend. I mean, they have a lot of wonderful inside jokes, which I know a lot of members of the audience are laughing hilariously. But since I didn't grow up in comic books, Steve, I didn't quite get them all. But I think that has to thank Paul Rudd a lot, who brought a lot of humor to the piece.
When that house gets bigger and smaller, what are you seeing?
I'm not seeing anything, Steve. Nothing. You just have to either look down because it's getting real small, or you have to look up because it's really big.
Was it interesting making a film like this? As you say, you've not done a lot of green screen stuff before. Was it a different process for you?
It's an entirely different process. I mean, I was very dismissive about it from afar, not having done it. It's very hard. It really is the ultimate in terms of make-believe and trying to pretend what's there. There's a whole sequence on the quantum realm, this minute planet where I'm looking for my wife. And I remember when we were filming it, it's literally an empty soundstage. And the beauty of these movies is you have no idea what's happening until you literally go to the premiere and you see all the elements come together.
Can you tell us just very briefly, without obviously giving too much away, what happens to him this time?
Well, Dr. Hank Pym, a very successful astronaut, has discovered that his wife, played by Michelle Pfeiffer, might still be alive after 30 years, and he has designed a spaceship that will be able to reach her. And they basically need a couple of key parts in which to complete this ship. But it involves me working together with my daughter, Hope, played by Evangeline Lilly, who now takes on the character of the Wasp. And from then, it gets pretty far out there. There's been a lot of chases in San Francisco, from the streets of San Francisco to Steve McQueen's Bullet to other films, but I don't think you're ever going to have seen a chase quite like this before.
That was brilliant. I had to explain that to my daughter, who came to see it with me, and I said, oh, that's a little tribute. When you did Streets of San Francisco, that was really in San Francisco, right?
Correct. We shot there for 5 years.
Yeah. So this was filmed in San Francisco. Was that green screen?
No, all of this was filmed in San Francisco. A lot of it was obviously second unit with the stunt guys.
I was just saying to Tim the other day, do you remember what he used to call you in Streets of San Francisco? And
it's like a nightmare. Buddy boy.
Buddy boy. That's right. Hey, Buddy boy. That's great.
Fantastic.
Now, you're going to be in this new Netflix sitcom, is that right?
I am. I'm very excited about it. They came to me with a wonderful half-hour comedy Netflix show called The Kaminsky Method, produced by Chuck Lorre, who's one of our great television writers. And I enjoyed it a lot. We filmed it. It's coming out in November, and hopefully it'll be a lot of fun.
I must say, I really enjoyed Ant-Man and the Wasp, because I'm an old guy, and I'm watching it with my daughter, and I'm thinking, am I going to enjoy this? I did like the first film. Am I going to enjoy it? And then, I'm not kidding you, 5 minutes in, I'm absolutely loving it.
That's great to hear, and I felt the same way, and I'm a little older than you are, Steve.
Surely not. Ant-Man and the Wasp, rated 12A and starring Michael Douglas, is in cinemas from this Friday. Fantastic to talk to you again. Thank you very much for being on, Michael.
Wonderful to hear your voice. Have a great week.
Michael Douglas.
I guess this is what you get. Throwing pebbles in the ocean, yeah. Watching ripples as they spread, turn into waves and come back again over your head. Oh, darling, 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 I had so much love to give, you took it all. I ain't falling for it. Do you hear these words the way they're meant at all? Oh, you probably think this is your love song, baby.
Heavy showers and sunshine across Scotland and Northern Ireland with heavy showers and sunny spells for England and Wales. Still a high of 24 in Norwich. And then tonight, mostly dry with some clear spells with rain moving in across southern England in the early morning. Now you're up to date.
If you're going to San Francisco, be sure to wear some flowers in your hair. If you're going to San Francisco, you're gonna meet some gentle people there. For those who come to San Francisco, summertime will be loving there. In the streets of San Francisco, gentle people with flowers in their hair. All across the nation, such a strange vibration, people in motion. There's a whole generation with a new explanation. People in motion. People in motion. For those who come to San Francisco, be sure to wear some flowers in your hair. If you come to San Francisco,
Far out, man.
summertime
I never got to hate Asbury.
loving there.
I liked it. See what I did? If you missed the series Jockin' on Friday, then you've mugged yourself off. Love Island styly. We played some absolute tunes, including tracks from Mark Morris and Bruno Mars, Calvin and Dewey, Chaka Khan, and the new one that's a real earth earworm, DJ Cozy. To hear it, all you need to do is download it with no G, the Serious Jockin' podcast, available for free by going to the BBC iPlayer radio app on your tablet or smartphone. Open the app and search for Serious Jockin', and that's with no G.
Serious Jockin'.
Serious Jockin', no G. BBC Radio 2.
5 to 4 is Bobby.
Thank you, Steve. First of all, to the M6, really heavy if you're southbound from 19 at Knutsford down towards 17. There was a breakdown earlier and it left some really long queues, and all that congestion is moving through down towards Sandbach, but all lanes are open. Problems with the M42 heading south just past junction 8 for the M6. There's an accident that's closed 2 lanes. Trucking Tom, thank you, and everyone else. So we've got big queues building behind that. And if you're heading to Birmingham on the M5 northbound has been closed. Droitwich Junction 5 for the A38 and the M5 at 4A where it drinks with the M42. So closed completely. The nature of the accident means they're going to be there for some time, so they're putting in a diversion route already. The M40 northbound 9 to 10 lane closures have been lifted, but the queue on the A34 is still up from Pear Tree at Oxford, just north of Oxford, all the way to the motorway. Southbound M40 lane closures 10 to 9 are still in place. And then the M11 northbound 8 for Bishop Stortford on the exit slip road to the A120. There's a bump. And then finally A31 eastbound in the New Forest down towards Castle Malwood turn-off. It is all reopened towards the M27. Back with another one, 30 minutes.
Thank you.
Steve Wright in the afternoon on BBC Radio 2.
I don't mind. Why don't you do what you do when you did what you did to me? Oh, love was so good it filled up all my needs.
something so right goes so wrong, my love, sweet love. Why don't you say what you say when you say what you say anymore? Your eyes can lie so long, goodbye, close the door. I was crazy for you, you were crazy for me, and how could something so right go so wrong, my love, sweet love. Tell me something that I didn't do. Why does someone else have to pull you through? Did they steal you away like a thief in the night? Love like this must take flight. Why don't they play what they played on the night you danced with me? Oh, yeah. Ooh, do what you do. Me
Jermaine Jackson, Do What You Do on Radio 2. Summer 2018 in the Showbiz Cuts on The Big Show. Lily Cole, Emma Watson, Stephen Mangum. There's Tim, there's Bobby, there's Lisa, there's Shabnan on Sport. A beekeeper with us. Helen Jukes in the next hour. Social media factors and more on The Big Show.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Great
In the United Kingdom, across planet Earth, this is BBC Radio 2 online, on digital radio and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 4 o'clock. This is Lisa Costello. Campaign groups which oppose assisted dying have criticised a ruling by the Supreme Court ending the requirement for a judge to approve the withdrawal of care from people in a permanent vegetative state. They say families and doctors who agree that treatment should end could be motivated by considerations such as money. But Davina Hare from Compassion in Dying says it will prevent distressing situations being prolonged.
The court's still there as a safeguard for the cases that aren't clear-cut. But what we have seen is that most of the cases that have been through this terribly long drawn-out process of going to court have been clear-cut, and it's really just prolonged a very difficult situation needlessly.
The rail operator Northern says there have been a couple of dozen cancellations today following the reinstatement of many services which had been removed from the timetable because of chaos earlier in the year. It says some of them were because of signalling problems. The BBC's Dave Guest is at Preston Station and says people just want the trains to be reliable.
Talking to passengers here at Preston, as at elsewhere, I don't think they're really bothered about who's caused this, what the problem is, who's trying to sort it out. They just want it sorted, and they want it sorted quickly. I've been talking to people today who've had to change their entire working patterns and the way they get to and from work because they just couldn't rely on the trains anymore.
The UK is to lose its command of the EU's anti-piracy naval task next spring because of Brexit. The headquarters of EU NAVFOR will move from London to Spain, with some elements going to France. European election observers in Zimbabwe have said that while the voting process is very smooth in some areas, in others it's totally disorganised. Many people are reported to have given up queuing to vote in frustration. It's the first election in Zimbabwe since Robert Mugabe was forced from power last year. Japanese scientists have announced the start of the first human trials using stem cells to treat Parkinson's disease. The study will work to actively reverse the effects of the degenerative neurological disease rather than merely easing the symptoms as current treatment does. Shivani Dave reports.
The neurological condition is caused by a lack of a chemical called dopamine in the brain. Healthy volunteers will donate a special type of cell known as iPS, which can be turned into the cells the brain needs to create dopamine. The trial is set to run from the 1st of August, with 7 participants. The conditions of these patients will be monitored for 2 years after the surgery.
A wealth manager and gambling addict who stole £14.5 million from mostly elderly clients has been jailed for 6 years. Freddie David, who's 49, had pleaded guilty to fraud. He sold his victims fictional high-interest accounts and blew the money, making more than 10,000 gambling transactions over 14 years. BBC News at 4:03 are next at 5.
Well, thank you. Sport now, Shabnam Yunus Jewel.
Thanks, Steve. We'll start with an announcement from the British boxer Tyson Fury. He says a deal to fight America's WBC title holder Deontay Wilder is almost done. Former world heavyweight champion Fury is set to fight Italian Francesco Pianetta in August and now says the Wilder fight could follow in December. Manchester City winger Riyad Mahrez could be fit for Sunday's Community Shield with Chelsea despite suffering an ankle injury in a friendly against Bayern Munich. He's had a scan which shows no significant damage. Alfie Mawson is set to join Fulham from Swansea. It's thought the Premier League's newcomers will pay around £20 million for the defender. Cricket and opener Alistair Cook has been named in England's best ever Test 11 as voted for by fans. Joe Root and James Anderson are also in the side along with the likes of Ian Botham and Fred Truman. And in Rugby League it's been confirmed the British and Irish Lions will tour the Southern Hemisphere next year.
Thank you.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Give me a ticket for an aeroplane. Ain't got time to take a fast train. Lonely days are gone, I'm a-going home. My baby just wrote me a letter. I don't care how much money I gotta spend. Got to get back to my baby again. Lonely days are gone, I'm a-going home. My baby just wrote me a letter. When she wrote me a letter, said she couldn't live without me no more. Listen, mister, can't you see I got to get back to my baby once more. Anyway, yeah, give me a ticket for an aeroplane. Ain't got time to take a fast train. Lonely days are gone, I'm a-going home. My baby just wrote me a letter. When she wrote me a letter, said she couldn't live without me no more. Listen, mister, can't you see I got to get back to my baby once more. Anyway, yeah, give me a ticket for an aeroplane. Ain't got time to take a fast train. Lonely days are gone, I'm a-going home. My baby just wrote me a letter. My baby just wrote me a letter.
Good afternoon, this is Steve Wright in the afternoon box tops and the letter.
BBC Radio 2.
Rihanna, cheers, drink to that, pal.
Cheers to the freaking weekend. Drink to that. Yeah. Oh, let the demo song sing. Drink to that. Yeah. Don't let the get you down. Turn it around with another round. There's a party at the bar. Everybody put your glasses up and I drink to Life's too short to be sitting around miserable. And people gon' talk whether you're doing bad or good. Yeah, got a drink on my mind and my mind on my money. Yeah, looking so far, I'm gonna find me a honey. Got my Ray-Bans on and I'm feeling hella cool tonight. don't nobody start a fight. Yeah. Cheers to the freaking weekend. I drank to that. Yeah. Oh, let the demo song sing. I drank to that. Yeah. Don't let the get you down. Turn it around with another round. There's a party at the bar. Everybody put your glasses up and I drink to
Cheers, drink to that. That is a tune, isn't it? Rihanna. Clean version. 409 in the social media. Hashtag International Friendship Day is trending on Twitter. Angel tweets, my 3 best friends are amazing and deserve to be celebrated. Happy hashtag International Friendship Day. Josie tweets, shout out to my best pal. An ocean may separate us, but always thinking of you. Hashtag International Friendship Day. Over on Google, people are searching for the new documentary about Robin Williams called Come Inside My Mind. It was on Sky Atlantic last night, 9 p.m, and it's been getting great reviews. Mark Hamill says, it's bittersweet to be returning to the Star Wars franchise for his final chapter without Carrie Fisher. It's been confirmed that Episode 9 will see Carrie Fisher feature again as Princess Leia using CGI. The film will also star Richard E. Grant and will be released in December 2019. It's also been announced that Stranger Things Season 3 won't be released on Netflix until next summer, now, 2019. The reason for the delay is that the producers, the Duffer Brothers, are still fine-tuning the special effects, which need more time. Fair enough. What else going on? Lily Cole's been on over on 5 Live this afternoon to talk about her amazing career, but you probably won't be seeing her on the catwalk again anytime soon.
Started when I was 14. So, I still have friends from that world, and I think I'm very kind of appreciative of my relationship to that world and kind of the opportunities it gave me. But as a job itself, it's not something that... it's not something I kind of have an appetite to do more of.
It's the Hockey World Cup in England at the moment, and to celebrate, Emma Watson surprised a group of school children to get involved in the sport. Emma says she used to be quite handy with a hockey stick.
I played at university, so I played at Brown, so that was about 2 or 3 years ago. I loved doing it with my friends at school. It just gave me this huge sense of belonging and community, and I just always felt like walking off the hockey pitch at the end of a game, I always felt my best. I just loved it. I'm terrible at being in a gym. If you ask me to run, I'm like, oh, why? For whatever reason, if you give me a ball to run after and a bit of competition, it's just so much fun.
And Stephen Mangan was chatting to Radcliffe and McConey over on 6 Music about his new television series, Hang Ups, which is all about an online therapist. And it's got a pretty impressive cast list.
We have a whole range of actors coming in to be clients.
Oh, boy, do you.
It's a stunning array of talent, I've got to say. Probably the best cast I've ever been involved in. And then we've got all the people playing my family. So we have Charles Dance and Celia Rimmy and my parents. We have Jessica Hines and Conleth Hill and my sister and brother. We've got Catherine Parkinson. People having therapy include David Tennant, Ian Hart, Kevin Eldon, Sarah Hadland, Daisy Haggard. The list is endless.
Yeah.
With, we're very pleased to say, giving a leg up to some people just starting out. So hopefully the stars of tomorrow.
That sounds great. Don't forget, Stephen's going to be with Joe and Ricky from 5 p.m. here on Radio 2 today.
There she stood in the street, smiling from her head to her feet. I said, hey, what is this? Now, baby, maybe she's in need of a kiss. I said, hey, what's your name, baby? Maybe we can see things the same. Now, don't you wait, oh, hesitate. Let's move. Let me tell you now. I took her home to my place. look, what's your game, baby? Are you trying to put me in shame? I said, look slow, don't go so fast. Don't you think that love can last? She said, love, Lord of love. Now you're trying to trick me in love. All right now, baby, it's all right now. All right now, baby, it's all right now.
Hi, it's Jeremy Vine.
Yeah.
Do you think I should get a hipster beard and hang out in Shoreditch? Call me. I need flip-flops.
No.
A figure is walking through a forest. A tall, hooded figure is striding purposefully through a forest. A tall, hooded figure in black is striding purposefully through a forest towards a familiar blue police box. She smiles.
For anyone living with sight loss, BBC audio description describes every moment in detail, bringing TV programmes into focus. To find out more, call 0303 123 9999. Standard charges apply.
Here we are back for Factoids. Here's Tim Smith.
You know an octopus has no backbone.
Hasn't he? What, is he a bit of a coward, is he?
Well, he can be.
With all them tentacles.
Because an octopus has no backbone, does have tentacles though, a 35-kilo weighing octopus can squeeze through a hole the size of a large coin.
When we touch something, we send a message to our brain at 124 miles per hour.
It's reckoned that the longest sneeze on record lasted for around 978 days. I mean, that's not one sneeze for that length of time, is it? I mean,
No.
it's a continual sneeze.
It's continuous, yeah. We are 70%, this is human beings, 70% what?
Water.
Factoids.
Hi everyone, this is Paul. We were gigging in Rainham in Kent back in '63. On the coach, John said to me, "You look very thin." Well, he'd found this bucket of stuff, right, in a chemist in Mile End. It contained keratin, carbon, nitrogen, magnesium, and phosphorus iron. George said, "Spread it over your bones and see what happens." And that's right, that's how the Beatles invented skin. Woo! Looks great, I've got freckles and everything.
I saw you flash a smile that seemed to me to say you wanted so much more than casual conversation. I swear I caught a look before you turned away. Now I don't see the point resisting your temptation. Did you call You know we can be seen exchanging information. Well, I saw you flash a smile that seemed to me to say you wanted so much more than casual conversation. If you come on to me, then I'll come on to you. If you come on to me, then I'll come on to you. If you come on to me, well, I'll come on to you. If you come on to me, well, I'll come on to you. If you come on to me, then I'll come on to you. If you come on to me, then I'll come on to you. If you come on to me, then I'll come on to you. If you come on to me, then I'll come on to you.
Few things we didn't do earlier on. The Beano's rebellious attitude has kept it relevant for new generations of readers. The comic has said on its 80th birthday, happy birthday, the Beano. In its first edition on the 30th of July 1938, it broke with tradition of text-dense publications for children in favour of pictures to tell the story. Along with the print edition, there's a CBBC series, an interactive website, and a new live-action series. And David Williams has guest-edited the 80th birthday commemorative issue. So happy birthday, the Beano. Still going, even though it's from a bygone era, eh?
I love the Beano, yeah.
Yeah, me
I
too.
don't see it very often these days, obviously, but I used to get the Beano. That was one of my comics. I never really liked the Dandy. The Beano was fantastic. It had a much better variety of stories and characters.
Yeah, I was a TV21 guy.
Oh, I had TV21 when I was a bit older, yeah. I mean, you go from comic to comic. I like the Victor as well. I mentioned that earlier. The Victor was fantastic.
TV21 was more kind of like space shows, you know, space characters.
Yeah, it featured comic strip tales from actual TV shows, didn't it? Like some of the Thunderbird stuff and Captain Scarlet.
That's right, yeah.
And then, of course, you went on to Look In. Remember Look In?
Look out for Look In.
Yeah, that was like a pop magazine, but that had stories in it as well, I think.
Wasn't that for girls?
No, it was for anybody. Jackie was for girls. I used to read my sister's Jackie on a regular basis.
Jackie,
of
was
course.
great. Yeah, of course you did.
Yeah.
As I mentioned earlier on, Love Island final takes place tonight with Jack and Danny, the bookies' favourites to win. The winning couple who will take home 50 grand will be crowned in tonight's episode over there on ITV2. If you want people to see you as cleverer, emphasise your middle initial. So you would be Timothy. What's your middle name?
R. Smith. Timothy R. Smith. That's going to be my pen name when I finally get round to writing my novel.
Yeah.
Novel by Timothy R. Smith.
Does make you sound very, very
Thank
bright.
you.
Having a middle initial has been shown to convey greater status and intellectual might. Stress is less with lavender, according to a report today. The scent of lavender lowers your heart rate, reduces anxiety, and improves your sleep. Meals to die for. The meal most wanted by people before they die is, what do you think?
Pizza.
Roast dinner. The top 5 are Chinese, number 5, full English fry up at number 4, fish and chips number 3, steak and chips number 2, and roast dinner with all the trimmings at number 1.
Lovely. Don't
Roast
forget the Yorkshire pud either.
Yorkshire pud.
Oh, yes.
Maybe some sprouts, maybe some carrots.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of gravy. Bit more gravy, please.
Don't forget peas. I love peas. They're my favourite.
peas.
Yeah.
Can't
Do
go
you
wrong.
like Brussels sprouts? You do, don't you?
I do. I love Brussels sprouts, yeah.
Carrots, though? You're not a carrots person, are
I
you?
like Brussels sprouts with a bit of bacon in.
Oh, no, not for me, not for me. What about pudding? Apple pie and custard?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Right.
Not semolina.
Definitely not semolina, no. Impatient British people lose their rag. I love that phrase. After 10.8 minutes in a traffic jam. But it takes only 8.1 minutes without Wi-Fi for us to lose our temper.
Oh, yeah.
The study of 2,000 Britons has revealed a rageometer showing the average time it takes for us to get really upset about something. 68% of those quizzed admitted to a problem with load rage, getting really upset and really angry with technology when it failed to work properly.
Of course, you know why, don't you, when you go to a regular cinema, there's no 3G or Wi-Fi there. You know why that is.
Yeah, so people can't use their phones during the film. Quite right, too.
Yeah. I only just realised that.
I bet you checked, didn't you? You went to see Mission Impossible at the weekend. You said so earlier. I bet you checked your phone, and I bet you were just starting to get a little bit irate. There was no Wi-Fi.
No.
It's in a cinema. Turn it off the minute you walk through the door.
I did. Emily Bronte, this day 1818, birthday, English novelist, author of Wuthering Heights. Who was Peter Bogdanovich?
Peter Bogdanovich was an American film director.
He was American film and theatre director, best known for The Last Picture and also Paper Moon. Henry Ford.
Henry Ford, a famous industrialist, of course, the head of Ford Motors.
Yeah, American car manufacturer, born this day 1863. It was this day that this report came out. It's 1991 this day. Not even the golden tones of Luciano Pavarotti could bring a smile to the heavens over London's Hyde Park last night and cajole the rain to stop. Fortunately, the weather didn't spoil the Mammoth Maestro's free open-air concert to celebrate his 30th anniversary in opera. Do you remember that?
No, I don't really remember that. I remember him being really big at the time, though, because it was just after Italia 90, of course, the year after.
Yeah.
And Nessun Dorma had been the BBC theme, and he'd sung that, and he was really, really famous.
Yeah, this day 1991 that was. Oh, look, you're on a big show.
Here comes my happiness again. Right back to where it should have been. 'Cause now she's gone and I am free. And she can't do a thing to me. I just wanna dance the night away with senoritas who can sway. Right now tomorrow's looking bright, just like the sunny morning light. And if you should see her, please let her know that I'm well, as you can tell. And if she should tell you that she wants me back, tell her no, I gotta go. I just wanna dance the night away with senoritas who can sway. Right now tomorrow's looking bright, just like the sunny morning light. And if you should see her, please let her know that I'm well, as you can tell. And if she should tell you that she wants me back, tell her no, I gotta go. I just wanna dance the night away with senoritas who can sway. Right now tomorrow's looking bright, just like the sunny morning light.
4:39, the United Kingdom. Here's Bobby Pryor.
Thank you, Steve. First of all, to the A1M. On the southbound side of 47 for Allerton Park, there's been a breakdown. Now, one lane is shut as you go off towards the exit Slit Road. So we've got some queues onto the main carriageway, and that's building all the time. The latest on the M6 heading south. So 20, Lim, down towards 18. It's been really busy. It's much more patchy, that congestion, but it is still slow towards Holmes Chapel in the roadworks following that earlier breakdown. Then to the M6 heading north at junction 7 for Great Bar, there's an accident. At least one lane is shut. I'm waiting for another update, but towards Great Bar you've got queues up from 6 at Spaghetti Junction already, and then we've got problems on the M42 southbound just where it meets with the M6 at junction 8. That accident is still there. There's still one lane shut, but they managed to get another lane open, so queues on there. And if you're on the M6 trying to get off onto the M42, you've got heavy traffic on that dedicated Slit Road. I know it's a really long one, but that's really started to back up almost back to the M6. The M5 northbound 5 to 4A, we've got it closed completely still. Now, it's been closed for about 50 minutes now. Accident between Droitwich and the M42, so there is a sign diversion already gone in. You can imagine the pressure put on surrounding routes. It's already really heavy. No reopening time, very slow indeed. M40, now southbound between 10 and 9, we've still got one lane shut for repairs following the earlier accident. The A34 is still very heavy if you're heading up towards junction 9 from Oxford following the earlier northbound lane closures that put real pressure on that A34 route. It is easier and getting better, but it is still very slow if you're trying to head out. Problems if you're heading on to the A414. Now, between the M11 and Harlow, there's been an accident which has blocked the route completely. This has just come in. The accident, I'm being told, is near the Miller and Carter restaurant. I say I'm waiting for a precise location, but that's where it's near. So you've got slow traffic. You can't get past it at all. So local routes are serving as a local diversion, which is an unofficial one at the moment. Then the M11 itself, northbound at 8, we've got a lane close on that exit Slit Road behind that accident. The M25, now it's starting to be busy both ways. 11, Chertsey, 16 for the M40, always heavy there, but it is all moving. And then anti-clockwise, going off at Potter's Bar to 24, we've got a breakdown still on that dedicated Slit Road, so it's still very heavy. And then to the M5 at Bristol on the southbound side, at 20 for Clevedon, we've got really heavy traffic. And then finally M4 westbound, so towards Bristol, 13 to 14, which is Newbury to Hungerford, accident there, and 2 lanes are blocked. Back with another one, 25 minutes.
Thank you, Bobby.
I was wondering about your mama. Did she get the job she wanted? So that car that gave her problems. I'm just curious about her honest. Though you're wondering why I've been calling, like I got ulterior motives. Though we didn't end this so good, but you know we had something so good. I'm wondering, can we still be friends? Can we still be friends? Doesn't have to end. And if it ends, can we be friends? Can we be friends? Can we be friends? Wondering if you got a body to hold you tight since I left. Wondering if you think about me. Actually, don't answer that. Though you're wondering why I've been calling, like I got ulterior motives. Though we didn't end this so good, but you know we had something so good. So I'm wondering, can we still be friends? Can we still be friends? Doesn't have to end. And if it ends, can we be friends? ulterior motives. No, we didn't end this so good, but you know we had something so good. I'm wondering, can we still be friends? Can we still be friends? Doesn't have to end. And if it ends, can we be friends?
Justin Bieber and Friends. Steve, give a shout out on your smashing little show to me, Sarah, and my daughter Lily. Driving from Pembroke back to Cumbria, had a fallout with my sat-nav and gradually losing the will to live here. Thanks for keeping me sane.
Gonna get myself connected. I ain't gonna go blind, but the light which is reflected. I see through you, I see through you, I see through you, I see through you. Your dirty tricks, you make me sick. I see through you, I see through you. I'm gonna do it again, I'm gonna do it again. Gotta do right, son, it ain't right. Gotta do right. Come on, if you make sure you're connected, the writing's on the wall. But if your mind's neglected, stumble you might fall, stumble you might fall, stumble you might fall. Gonna go blind. I'm gonna get myself, I'm gonna get myself, I'm gonna get myself connected. I ain't gonna go blind for the light that is reflected. Hear me out. Do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. Wanna do it again, I wanna do it again, I wanna do it again. You're terrified, I wanna do it again. Ain't gonna go blind, ain't gonna go blind. I wanna do it again. Here we go. If you make sure you're connected, the writing's on the wall. But if your mind's neglected, stumble you might fall, stumble you might fall. Hear me out, stumble you might fall. Staying alive. Won't someone try? Open up your eyes. You must be blind if you can't see the gaping hole called reality. Wanna do it again? I'm gonna do it again. I wanna do it again. Come on, I'm gonna do it again. Hear me out. The writing's on the wall, but if your mind's neglected, stumble you might fall.
Helen Jukes is with us, and we are going to talk about bees this afternoon. Good afternoon, Helen. How are you?
I'm good.
Excellent. Now, tell me about bees. Are they endangered at the moment? Are they around? Why haven't we seen so many? Have they come around again? Because just, 2 or 3 years ago, it was disaster, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think pollinators everywhere are in decline at the moment. Honeybees in the last few years have shown a slight increase in the UK, but I think it's fair to say that people are worried about the state of honeybees.
What's caused the decrease in population?
Oh, it's a combination of pesticide overuse, climate change, changes of land use.
And they're important, aren't they?
Yeah.
I should say that. How important are bees to the world?
Well, they pollinate loads of sources of food that we really enjoy, like fruit and vegetables, coffee, chocolate.
Sure, absolutely. Helen's debut book here, A Honeybee Heart Has 5 Openings, A Year of Keeping Bees, is a memoir that follows her first year of becoming a beekeeper and how she came to understand the delicate world of the hive and the honeybee, meeting people and creating new friendships through beekeeping and discovering new perspectives on the world around her. A Honeybee Heart Has 5 Openings explains the practices of honey gathering and the history of our observation of bees. Thank you very much for the little tiny jar of honey you brought in.
You're welcome.
Now, first of all, how many times have you been stung?
Once badly.
Really?
And do you know how many bees you have, or is that impossible?
Well, I mean, a colony changes over the course of a year. So through winter, it reduces right down to a queen and a sort of core body of workers. And then from the spring, when the flowers start blooming, then it grows exponentially. So you might get up to maybe 70,000 bees in a colony at the height of summer.
Wow.
Can we learn from the hierarchy, the structure of the way a society of bees, if you like, runs? I mean, you've got your workers and your queen and you've got everything in between. What do we learn from them?
Maybe I should describe the different bees in the hive. So there's a queen bee, one single queen bee, who's the only fertile female in the colony. And then there are the drones, who are the male bees, who don't really do anything apart from have sex with the queen. Am I allowed to say so?
Yeah, sure, you've said it now.
And then there are workers, who are the females who do everything.
Yeah.
So they do the housekeeping, they do the foraging, they raise the young.
And the queen just sits there and is looked after hand and foot.
The queen lays eggs on
she's
a
got a bit
massive
of a job
scale.
to do. Yeah. So she's
I'm
working.
just trying to clarify the situation.
She's working pretty hard, Tim.
I find this fascinating. Well, I can go, yeah, of course she is, yeah.
It's just like all royalty. They've got jobs to do.
And other people to help out.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Now, how about your book? What's in the book? I mean, because it's not just about bees, it's about your life and meeting different folk, right?
The book covers the course of a year of me getting a hive in Oxford and getting a colony of bees, and then how I keep them in the garden. And so I guess it's quite a personal story as well as a story about honeybees. I had a very normal life the rest of my life, but then also there was this hive that I was kind
It's
of...
another life almost.
And it's also a bit of a history of beekeeping as well, isn't it? There's history of hives and who invented hives and stuff. Some interesting stuff.
Who did invent hives?
I don't know. I haven't read the whole book yet.
Who
Sorry.
invented
I
hives?
don't want to spoil it.
Well, there were records of beekeepers in ancient Egypt and ancient Greece.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I had no
very
idea.
early.
I mean, I remember being a kid in London and bees would be in my grandmother's garden and I was kind of frightened of them because they sting.
Yeah.
And I was always told that if you are stung by a bee, it's much worse than a wasp and then the bee dies. Is that true?
The bee does die, yeah.
Is that
if
really
it's a worker
true?
bee, it dies, yeah.
Why?
When the sting detaches itself, it comes out with the insides from the bee.
Oh, okay. So it's really...
sort of, it's its sting, but also its entrails, so it loses part of its body.
Oh, that's not a
when it
good
goes
word at
into
all,
it.
entrails. I hate that word.
See what you've done now?
We've said the word entrails in here.
It was a good question, but it was a very
It was all
interesting
going
answer.
so well, wasn't it? I mean, what should you not do around bees?
As a beekeeper, it's good to make sure that your movements are quite soft and slow. So they have an alarm pheromone that they release if they think that there's a predator near.
Right.
That will alert other bees to the fact that they need to be on the defensive.
That's people always used to say they're going to come back and bring their mates.
Yeah, but their alarm pheromone smells a lot like bananas. So people say you shouldn't eat a banana before opening a hive because if the bees smell bananas, it will make them more defensive.
How interesting.
No, I didn't know that.
I've never tested it.
No.
So.
It's fascinating stuff. Thank you very much for your insight. A Honeybee Heart Has 5 Openings. That's the name of the book. A Year of Keeping Bees by Helen Jukes is out now in hardback and ebook. Great to talk to you. Thank you, Helen. Helen Jukes, everybody.
Can you hear the drums, Fernando? I remember long ago another starry night like this. In the firelight, Fernando, you were humming to yourself and softly strumming your guitar. I could hear the distant drums and sounds of bugle calls were coming from afar. They were closer now, Fernando. Every hour, every minute seemed to last eternally. I was so almost made me cry. There was something in the air that night. The stars were bright, Fernando. They were shining there for you and me, for liberty, Fernando. Though we never thought that we could lose, there's no regret. If I had to do the same again, I would, my friend Fernando. If I had to do the same again, I would, my friend Fernando. Now we're old and gray, Fernando. Since many years I haven't seen a rifle in your hand. Can you hear the drums, Fernando? Do you still recall the fateful night we crossed the Rio Grande? I can see it in your eyes, how proud you are to fight for freedom in this land. There was something in the air that night. The stars were bright, Fernando. They were shining there for you and me, for liberty, Fernando. Though we never thought that we could lose, there's no regrets. If I had to do the same again, I would, my friend Fernando. There was something in the air that night. The stars were bright, Fernando. They were shining there for you and me, for liberty, Fernando. Though we never thought that we could lose, there's no regrets. If I had to do the same again,
Really only on Radio 2 do you get an international movie star, Michael Douglas, on one show, and then the next guest, we're talking about bees. It's what we're all about, the BBC. Fernando, Cher, from the movie. Do you know, Tim Smith, when the best time to weigh yourself is to get the best result?
Well, for me, it's first thing in the morning. Get up straight away, weigh yourself. Don't have a cup of tea, don't have any breakfast. You've lost weight overnight, I think, and also some of the fluid in the body has evaporated.
And what about the solids?
Well, you could get rid of those first and then weigh
First,
yourself. Yeah,
you
that's
say,
a good
yeah?
point, yeah.
Yeah. People at night tend to weigh more. So you're right. I think that's
last thing at night, don't weigh yourself then. First thing in the morning, that's the time to do it.
Good one.
Do you know where the accordion was invented?
Well, I mean, the obvious answer is France, but I don't think it is. I'm guessing somewhere like Switzerland, maybe somewhere in Russia, the old Soviet Union.
Oh, no, you were pretty close the first time. Austria was actually invented in Vienna, Austria in the early 1800s. It's evolved into a bellows that can play notes whilst either blowing in or out. And the keyboarding, you know, on an accordion you have a keyboard, don't you, as well?
Yeah.
The player's right hand is usually seen on the keyboard, but the left hand is doing all the work. It's not only pushing the bellows, but quietly pressing a bank of 120 buttons. Those little buttons, what do? They each play a complete chord. I associate it with kind of folk music, don't you?
Yes, of course. And I do associate it with France, but that might just be a cliche, mightn't it?
Yeah. And you know what we're like with cliches, don't you?
Yes, I know that.
How many nappies do you think the average baby uses?
What, a year?
No, in a lifetime, when it stops using nappies.
In a lifetime?
Well, yeah, but a baby's only going to wear nappies,
yeah.
what, to the age of 2?
Maybe 10,000?
5,800.
Factoids.
Whether you're hard at work, indulging in some light insomnia, or tiptoeing in after a night out, I am live and at your service from midnight.
OJ Borge.
If I get a song stuck in my head, I just play it over and over and over and over and over and over again, and until I hate it. My doctor's has got the worst hold music. I tend to end up on hold there, and I will hang up going, I'm not ill enough to wait through this.
Hello?
My wife, well, she sent me this text going, I bet you've not had to tend to a dog's sunburnt bottom today, have you? The answer was, of course, no.
OJ Borge. Weeknights from midnight.
Making being awake a good thing.
Thank you, OJ.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
As around the sun, the earth knows she's revolving, and the rosebuds know to bloom in early May. Just as hate knows love's the cure, you can rest your mind assured that I'll be loving you always. As now can't reveal the mystery of tomorrow, but in passing we'll grow older every day. Just as all is born is new, you know what I say is true, that I'll be loving you always. Until the rainbow burns the stars out of the sky. Always. Until the ocean covers every mountain. I said it's gonna be always. Until the day that eight times, you know it's gonna be always. Until the day that is the day that I know.
Did you know that true love lasts for nothing? Her acceptance is the way we pay. Did you know that life has given love a guarantee to last through forever? Another day.
As today I know I'm living for tomorrow. Could make me the past, but that I mustn't fear, 'cause you're here.
Now I know deep in my mind the love of me I felt behind.
And I'll be loving you.
Loving you until the rainbow burns the stars out in the sky. Loving you until the ocean covers every mountain high. Loving you until the dolphins fly and parrots live at sea. Loving you until the dream of life and life becomes a dream. Now ain't that loving you? Until the trees and seas just up and fly away. I'll be loving you forever.
Did you know that true love asks for nothing?
True love don't want a thing.
Her acceptance is the way we pay. Did you know that life has given love a guarantee to last forever?
Another day.
As around the sun, the earth knows she's revolving, and the rosebuds know to bloom in early May.
Now I know deep in my mind the love of me I left behind.
And I'll be loving you.
Loving you until the rainbow burns the stars out in the sky. I'll be loving you until the ocean covers every mountain high. Loving you until the dolphins fly and parrots live at sea. Loving you until the dream of life and life becomes a dream. Now ain't that loving you? Yeah. Now ain't that loving you? I'll be loving you forever. I'll be loved. Shameless, I'll be loved.
George Michael, Mary J. Blige as Stevie Wonder's song I Believe. News from the netstandard.co.uk says Justin Bieber won't release any more music until he's married. Justin proposed, let's have a look, to model Hailey Baldwin earlier this month, and he says he wants to focus on the big day before he writes any more new music. Fair enough. On ok.co.uk, fans can watch tonight's Love Island final at the cinema. Select cinemas across the UK will be showing the live final for free in locations including London, Manchester, Bristol and Portsmouth. And EnemySpy.com says Peter Dinklage to play Rumpelstiltskin in movie adaptation. Now you're up to date on that. Here's Here's Bobby Pryor.
Steve, thank you. First of all, A1M on the southbound side, 47 Allerton Park. We had a breakdown. There's still one lane shut off on the exit Slit Road. M6, a northbound accident at 7 for Great Bar. All lanes are open, but still queuing back to junction 5. M42 accident southbound at 8 where it meets with the M6. Got all lanes open, but it's still very heavy. And the M5 closure. If you're heading to Birmingham from Worcester, northbound M5 is closed between 5 Droitwich and 4A, the M42. Now the queues solid back to junction 6. Then there's a little bit of a break just after actually junction 6 because people are getting off at junction 7. So there's a huge queue up towards junction 7 as people head up there. The traffic between 6 and 5 is stationary, people getting out of their cars at the moment. And the M4 westbound 13 to 14 at Hungerford, that accident there all on the hard shoulder. But the M2 coastbound at 2, two different problems I think. First of all, there was debris on the carriageway at the Strood Rochester turn, but it looks like a second accident just past junction 2 where we've got a lot of vehicles involved. I'm waiting for more information, but coastbound M2 at junction 2, take care. Back with another one with Joe and Ricky in half an hour.
Yeah, thank you.
Took you like a shot, thought that I could chase you with a cold evening. Let a couple years water down how I'm feeling about you. And every time we talk, every single word builds up to this moment. And I gotta convince myself I don't want it, even though I do. You could break my heart in two, but when it heals, it beats for you. I know it's forward, but it's true. I wanna hold you when I'm not supposed to, when I'm lying close to someone else. You're stuck in my head, and I could get you out of it if I could do it all again. I know I'd go back to you. Got it right, playing and replaying old conversations, overthinking every word, and I hate it cause it's not me. And what's the point of hiding? Everybody knows we got unfinished business, and I'll regret it if I didn't say this isn't what it could be. You could break my heart in two, but when it heals it beats for you. I know it's forward but it's true. I wanna hold you when I'm lying close to someone else. You're stuck in my head, and I can get you out of it if I could do it all again. I know I'd go back to you. Break my heart in two, but when it heals it beats for you. I know it's forward but it's true, won't lie, I'd go back to you. You know my thoughts are running loose, it's just a thing you make me do. And I could fight but what's the use?
Oh, that's excellent, Selena Gomez.
I wanna hold you when I'm not supposed to, when I'm lying close to someone.
That is Back to You.
In my head,
I really like that, like that. Now, Joe, my pal and colleague, and my most excellent friend Ricky Wilson, after the 5 o'clock news, we are back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Don't be late, I never am. I've got a top TV host and a chef that likes fish. Good evening.